Okay, today's story is set in the year 1959, just a few weeks before the Raya celebration. There was a small village called Kampung Paya Indah, located in a remote area of Perak. It was a peaceful village overlooking beautiful limestone hills along a riverbank so clear that you could see many fish swimming. The leader of the village was called Tok Penghulu, who was appointed by the villagers. He was known for his wisdom, honesty, and fairness. Everyone looked up to him for guidance and advice. His wife, Amina, on the other hand, was very snobbish and greedy lady who always wanted expensive things like gold bangles and jewelry of all sorts. However, she was never grateful for what she had. She also had very few friends, and the ones she had were friends with her simply because she was Tok Penghulu's wife. On the other side of the village lived Rose, a timid lady whose husband had passed away. She lived in a small wooden hut with her son, Din. Rose did not have much. She earned her living by selling lemang, which barely made ends meet. Though just an ordinary woman, she produced some rather extraordinary lemang that swept everyone off their feet. When times got rough, she knew that not all was lost because she had her legendary lemang recipe that her late mother had passed on to her. One day, Tok Penghulu had an announcement.
Hear ye, I have decided that Kampung Paya Indah will be hosting a lemang cooking competition. The lemang cooking competition will be held 1 week from now, and the winner will receive 500 ringgit. Good luck, everyone.
Wow, everyone was excited by the announcement, especially Rose. Back in the 1950s, 500 ringgit was a lot of money, but she was not confident and very uncertain and went home feeling doubtful. That evening in Rose's home, she and her son Din were in the kitchen enjoying a legendary lemang. Din begged, "Ibu, can I please have more lemang?" Rose said, "Din, you've already had 2 full plates." Din shrugged. "Allah! Oh, Ibu, have you heard of the lemang competition going on later this week?" Rose said, "Yes, I heard, but not sure if I should participate." Din was shocked by his mother's reaction. He said, "How come? Your lemang is the best. Confirm you can win. Plus, it's a cash prize of 500 ringgit. We surely need it, Ibu. Imagine, with that money, we can fix the leaking roof problem we have." Rose then said, "Sure, my lemang is good, but have you tried Makcik Delilah's lemang? It's so delicious. I don't know if I stand a chance next to all these amazing cooks." Din said, "Ibu, don't just take my word for it. You know, my friends always talk about your lemang. Sometimes I feel that my friends come over for your lemang and not for me." Rose brushed it off and said, "You're just exaggerating. Go wash up. You have school tomorrow." That night, everyone was sound asleep except for hard-working Rose. She was still up, carefully folding the laundry, while thinking about what Din said earlier. She sighed, stared blankly at the wall, and eventually fell asleep on the couch. Suddenly, Rose! Oh Rose! Bangunlah, wake up! Rose opened her eyes. To her astonishment, she saw her late mother, who had passed away many years ago. Ma? What are you doing here? Rose's mother said, I am so disappointed that you do not have confidence in this lemang. The recipe has been passed down to you by me and my own mother and her mother and her mother. Now, you have a chance to win 500 ringgit and you want to throw away the opportunity all because you're scared? I tell you, their lemang is nothing compared to ours. You better sign up for this competition before I bring out my rotan. You know how you always get scared with my rotan gun? Hurry, Rose, go! Suddenly, Rose fell off her chair and woke up. It was all just a dream. It was wonderful, yet scary, to have met her fierce mother in her dream. But it was surely a sign that she should enter this competition. She told herself that she would register first thing in the morning. Early in the morning, Rose strutted over to the town hall to sign up for the competition. But just as she was about to write her name, she paused, a sinking feeling creeping into her stomach. What if this isn't the right decision? She wondered. What if my lemang isn't actually the best and I end up embarrassing myself? Rose took a deep breath and quickly shook off her doubts. No, she said to herself. I can't disappoint my family now. I've got a competition to win. With renewed determination, she signed up and began planning. Meanwhile, not too far away, Amina watched Rose. Amina knew deep down she wouldn't stand a chance to win if Rose was in the competition. After all, Rose lemang had been famous in the village for many generations. Amina's greedy nature made her decide to come up with a plan to stop Rose from winning. So she headed home to think of something clever. The day of the competition arrived. After days of frantically fine-tuning her recipe and panicking over whether this was the right decision, Rose was finally finishing her preparation. Confident that she had produced the most perfect lemang batch she had ever made to date. Finally, all my hard work has finally paid off. Ma, if you were still alive, I am sure you would be proud of me, said Rose to herself. Din ran into the kitchen. Ibu, you're going to be late. The competition starts in an hour and you should get there early to set up. Come, I'll help you. So Din and Rose rushed over to where the competition was. They went over and they made it over there just in time. With their neatly packed, uncooked lemang in screw pine or pandan leaves and bamboo sticks. It was quite chaotic as they rushed over with their tubes and tubes of uncooked lemang. Every contestant had to tie a tag with their names on it. Amina walked over to Rose and said in a snobbish tone, someone is going to be late. I don't think you can cook this in time. Amina laughed at Rose. Rose said, of course for time, Amina. All I have to do is wait for my lemang to cook. I already made the filling. Nah, Amina. Well, may the best woman win to go in her eyes. Little did Rose know, Amina had a horrible, wicked plan. Secretly, she instructed one of the judges, who happened to be her husband's employee, to switch Amina's tag with Rose when no one was looking. The judge, afraid of getting fired by Tok Penghulu, agreed. It was very easy to switch tags as the place was very crowded. No one noticed. All the participants began to cook on the open fire provided outside. The area soon filled with fresh smell of grilled bamboo on charcoal fire. Once cooked, the contestants cracked open the bamboo sticks and cut a few on plates, displaying them on the table for the judges. Now, since it was Ramadan, where Muslims would fast before sunrise and would break fast at sunset, everyone waited until the breaking of fast to know the verdict. While they were breaking fast, the judge, who Amina had talked to, went to the lemang place and switched the tags. No one noticed, as they were all breaking fast. After breaking fast, the judges tasted each lemang. Now, later at night, Tok Penghulu gathered the whole villagers to announce the winner.
Come, I have the winner. Alright. Today, the best lemang for Kampung Bayarina falls to Amina. Amina, my wife won. Wow, congratulations.
Amina walked to her husband, smiling proudly. Thank you, Abang, she said, holding the prize money with her head held high. She walked away, beaming with pride. But the villagers were silent. They looked at each other in disbelief. Many of them had tasted roast lemang before and thought it was the best in the village. Rose had made lemang for years, and the family recipe had been passed down from generation to generation. As Rose and Dean walked home, they were quiet. Rose was disappointed and was upset that she hadn't won, but she shrugged the top off. She was happy for Amina. After all, Amina was the Penghulu's wife, and everyone trusted Tok Penghulu. Rose always believed in fair dealing. It was 1 week before Raya, and the village was buzzing with excitement. Families were busy preparing for the celebration. The marketplace was full of people buying meat for delicious rendang, and many families were weaving ketupat and making their own rendang. Some villagers even gathered together to stir a sweet dessert called dodo, made from sticky rice flour, coconut milk, and brown sugar. Rose and Lynn were in a marketplace in hope to find some meat that they could afford, so that they could have rendang. Rose then asked a meat seller, how much for this small portion? The meat seller answered, this is 25 ringgit. Rose knew she couldn't afford it and just smiled and walked away. He said to his mom, "It's okay. I don't mind not having lemang. As long as I have your lemang, that is good enough for me." Meanwhile, the judge who helped Amina switch the tags overheard the conversation and felt guilty. Ever since the competition, she couldn't sleep and kept thinking about what she did and how she wished she had the courage to say no to Amina. She knew what Amina did was wrong, but she was scared of losing her job. Enough is enough, she thought. I must come forward and confess. She gathered her courage, walked over to Tok Penghulu and told him everything. Tok Penghulu felt that the only responsible thing for him to do was to give Rose the well-deserved money, along with some of his wife's gold bracelets and necklaces. He felt embarrassed by his own wife's action, but it was the only right thing to do. He knew that Rose would need the money more than his wife. Tok Penghulu, being the kind and fair person that he was, immediately gathered the villagers together and made the announcement. Rose was declared the rightful winner of the competition. As the villagers looked at Amina in disgust, Amina, embarrassed, ashamed, upset, and angry, ran off screaming, "No!" Rose was thankful and grateful for the Tok Penghulu's kindness and gifts, but at the same time, she felt a little sad for Amina. That night, Rose prayed that Amina would find peace and that one day she would change her behavior. Finally, it was Raya. Everyone in the village wore beautiful new clothes, and for the first time in years, thanks to the prizes given by the Tok Penghulu, Rose and Dave had new Raya outfits too. Feeling thankful, Rose decided to cook a big feast with plenty of lemang and rendang to share with all their neighbors. Kids, you might be wondering, what happened to Amina? Well, guess what? She finally changed for the better. Amina finally felt guilty for what she did and promised herself never to be greedy and snobbish ever again. So, like Rose, Amina also prepared an amazing feast filled with all sorts of delicious Raya foods and desserts for the whole village. She opened up the home and welcomed everyone inside, happily giving out Raya packets to all the villagers. When Rose arrived, Amina gave her a big hug and apologized for all her wrongdoings. Rose was very happy to see Amina has changed. Looks like Rose wish came true after all. And so, on this wonderful Raya, the village came together celebrating kindness, friendship, and the joy of sharing with one another. Now that's the end of the story, but Mind Your English would like to wish you